Hi and Assalamualaikum madam. My name is Nurul Ain. Today I'll be presenting about the introduction of the articles that we have been reviewed. But before that, I will introduce to you that my presentation for today focusing on the code switching research in Malaysian films. So now let us dive into our first article ordered by Wan Aina Atikah Muhammad Ismadi, Nur Nafishah Azmi, Tan Kai Chuan and also Heng Wong Cho. So this article was published on 10 January 2021. The focus of this article is to examine the code switching in the Malaysian Chinese community using the Journey 2014 film as a case study. So throughout this article, they analyze the scenes of the films using Malik's framework, which highlights the conscious and also subconscious the use of the code switching. So this article reflects to the Malaysian Chinese cultural identity through the language use, particularly Mandarin alongside various dialects. So what can I say about this first article is basically it is beneficial as it helps us to understand how code switching fills research gap by analyzing code switching in fictional mediums, which contributes to understanding Malaysian Chinese communication strategies. Now, moving on to the next article by Marlina Maros, Nurdia Melissa Muhammad Nurizan, and Abdul Hakim Ikram Zakaria. This article examines the code switching in the Malaysian movie named Ola Bola and its implication to the unity and also patriotism. In this article, they use qualitative analysis through the observation, content, and discourse analysis of the selected scenes in the film. So, they identify the reasons for code switching such as solidarity, patriotism, expression of feelings. There are three types of code switching that they use in the film, which is text switching, intersentential switching, and also intrasentential switching. So basically, after reading this article, we are sure that this article provides insights to language complexity and also cultural unity in Malaysia. Their findings also shed lights on the complexity of the language use, reflecting to the Malaysia diverse cultural mix. So lastly, we also explored the subpath in the article by Li Yiling and her team. So this study investigates the language switching among young Malaysians in the films, which aims to understand its significance and impact on the linguistic evaluation. So the researchers use dialogue transcription and analysis about this study, which in this study it provides insights into Malaysian youth language cognition, and also it highlights the unique language use in the Malaysian society. So in summary, this article offers valuable insight into the code switching functions in Malaysian film, reflecting to cultural identity, unity, and also linguistic evaluation within Malaysian society. I think that's all for the introduction part. Now let us proceed with the similarities.
The similarities in this three articles is balancing ethnic heritage, it maintaining connection to tradition, language, culture, and also being open to new experiences and perspective. For the next similarities is narrative and cultural tool. It fosters understanding, respect, and appreciation for diverse culture, and it contributes to a more inclusive society. The third similarity is medium of solidarity. Narrative becomes a powerful tool for fostering solidarity and promoting cultural preservation and appreciation. And the last one is SAM perspective. SAM perspective allows individual to connect and unity around shared cultural experience and value.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Adriana Badrosti and I will be presenting about the first three differences between the three articles. So the first one is from the language perspective. the first article, which is discusses about the film Sepet, they use Mandarin, English, Malay, Hokkien, and possibly other regional dialects. For example, in a market scene, the characters Jason, Orchid, and Lin converse using English, Malay, and Cantonese. So for the second article, which discusses about the film The Journey 2014, they use Mandarin, Cantonese, Hokkien, English, and Malay. It, for example, in extract 3, shows intrasensational switching between Malay and the speaker's first language. They insert the Malay word sayang. And for the last article, which discussed about the film Ola Bola, they use Malay, English, Tamil, and potentially Chinese dialect. For example, in a conversation between the staff Marion and her boss, the boss could switch to Malay, making a joke about liking ABC, which is ais batu campur, a local dessert. Okay, for the second differences is from the usage perspective. So for the first article, Sepet, code switching used to navigate cultural barriers, show intimacy, and confront societal expectation. This article reflects Malaysia's diverse multilingual society. So for the second article, which is discusses about the film The Journey 2014, code switching in Malaysian Chinese culture conveys intimacy, irritation, or laughter, showing family dynamics, cultural identity, and intergenerational communication. These articles helps to express complex emotions in one language is insufficient. And for the last article, which discussed about the film Ola Bola, code switching demonstrate intercultural cooperation and communication among Malaysian national football team players. This will highlight unity, patriotism, and overcoming differences through sports, showcasing how Malaysian interacts regardless of races. The last differences that I will state in this video would be the methodology. So for the first article, which discusses about the film Sepet, qualitative methodology exclusively used. The selection of the movie is based on its popularity, authenticity, and depiction of Malaysian culture. So, moving on to the next article, which discusses about the film The Journey 2014, it examines code switching phenomenon among Malaysian Chinese. Next, nine extracts from the movie transcribed are singled out for analysis, each representing different reasons for code switching as per Malik's 10 reasons. For the last article, which discusses about Ola Bola, qualitative methodology employed using observation, content analysis, and discourse analysis. Each scene analyzed twice by researchers for validity and criticality of code switching usage. So I will pass to Nur Amira.
Hi, my name is Ramira, and I will be presenting about the differences that I found in the three articles. For the first article, which is about the film Sepet, it actually doesn't really state the historical context, but it discusses on Malaysian society as it was in 2004. And Malaysia during 2004 have faced many issues related to race, religion, and also national identity. For the second article, which is about the Journey 2014, it indirectly connects the movie to Malaysia's historical backgrounds, which happened since the independence in 1957. It explores themes like diversity, family relationship, and also identity, which reflects Malaysia's evolution into a multicultural society and its ongoing debates about race and religion. For the third article, which is about the film Ola Bola, it focuses on Malaysia's boycott of the Moscow Olympic Games in 1980. This historical event enhanced the film's plot and emphasized the themes which is patriotism and also solidarity amidst political chaos. For the summary, which is that each film's historical context, helps to establish the setting, themes, and also challenges that was faced by the characters, which provide insight into Malaysia's cultural and societal landscape at different points in time. For the second point, which is about the cultural complexities in these articles, especially through language diversity, which can be found in the film that have been discussed. For the first article, which is the character engage in code switching between multiple languages like Malay, English, Mandarin, and Cantonese, which reflect Malaysia's multilingual environment. This showcases the social dynamics of Malaysian society and explore themes of race relations, identity, and also belonging. For the second article, which is about the Journey 2014, it is similar to the first article, which is about Sepet, which involves code switching, and it highlights Malaysia's multilingualisms with characters switching between Malay, English, Mandarin, and Hokkien. And this actually reflects the linguistic diversity of Malaysia and captures the nation's cultural complexity. While for the third film, Bola Bola, the characters in that film communicate in various languages such as English, Malay, and different Chinese dialects, which echoes the Malaysia's multilingualisms. And this diversity reflects on Malaysia's linguistic landscape and adds depth to the portrayal of its cultural richness. Overall, the language diversity in these films provide insights into Malaysia's multicultural society and highlights the country's rich cultural complexity. Moving on to the third point, which is the generation gap. The generation gap and also the language proficiency are highlighted in this film, which showcase how younger characters adapt to Malaysia's multicultural society. For the first article, he has stated that the younger generation in this film has demonstrated proficiency in Mandarin and English, which reflect the common exposure to multiple languages in Malaysia. This mirrors the current and educational landscape and the adaptability of young Malaysians to diverse linguistic environment. The second film, which is similar, the younger characters in the film Journey are portrayed as switching between languages more frequently, which reflect their ability to adapt to a multicultural society. And this showcased the generational shift towards greater language flexibility and proficiency. While for the third film, it portrays younger generations as proficient in English and Mandarin, which was influenced by modern education, and their ability to code switch reflects their adaptation to Malaysia's multicultural society, emphasizing the importance of language proficiency in guiding the diverse social context. For the fourth point, which is about ethnic representation, the participation and the ethnic representation in these films showcase Malaysia's diverse cultural landscape. So for the first film, it includes characters from Malay, Chinese, and Peranakan ethnic groups, which provide a balanced portrayal of Malaysia's multicultural society. The interaction between characters explores the themes of race relations, identity, and belonging, which offer insights into the complexity of Malaysian culture. The second article, which is about the Journey 2014, it mainly focused on the Chinese Malaysian community, which highlight the Chinese tradition, culture, and also its values. This film explores the challenges of maintaining cultural identity within a diverse Malaysian society, which shed light on the complexities of culture within the Chinese Malaysian community. And for the third film, which is Ola Bola, it features characters from Indian, Chinese, and also Malay ethnic backgrounds, which reflect Malaysians' ethnic diversity. Through the interaction of characters in a football club, the themes of harmony, cooperation, and national identity are explored, showcasing the depth of and diversity of Malaysian culture.
So now I'll proceed with my personal review regarding this article. So for me, I found this article is incredibly enlightening, which is it helps me to understand how the code switching works and it impacts to the lives of people in Malaysia. Besides, the language of this article was generally accessible and also engaging. I really love it where authors use real life examples and avoided using complicated words. This made me keep engaged while reading. So for me, the first article that focused on the Journey 2014 films provide insight into code switching practices within the Malaysian Chinese community as depicted in the film. So for me, it was interesting where I can see how the language serves not only as a means of communication but also as a tool for the individuals to navigate their cultural identity. The next one is the article that focusing on the code switching in Ola Bola movie. Personally, I think this article highlights the role of the language in fostering solidarity, patriotism within the multi-ethnic society. It was interesting to know that how the code switching helped us in fostering solidarity and also patriotism. And the last one is article about the Sapet movie. This article provide us, including me, insight into the communication styles of Malaysian young girls, especially in urban settings. So I find it is really interesting as I dive into the language and how the language reflects to the realities. Overall, I think this article is highly beneficial as it enrich my understanding of code switching and social cultural phenomenon. So I think that's all for my personal review, and that's all from me. Thank you, madam.
For my personal review about this three article, it is heartwarming film that will touch the audience because it relates to our society and it contain about religion, culture, and tradition. So the second one is it portrayed a tool for solidarity and unity among the Malaysian community. It shows that in Malaysia we have more than one culture and tradition that we can explore. In addition, based on these three articles, we can learn more about other people, culture, tradition, and language. When we become friends with other people with different religion, we can learn a bit about their language, their culture, and that's all from me. Thank you.
So my personal review, between the three articles that examines code switching in Malaysian films, these articles provide insight into the cultural and linguistic aspect of code switching in the movies Sepet, The Journey, and Ola Bola. So for the article 1, which is Sepet, it focuses on Yasmin Ahmad's films. It explores how code switching reflects Malaysian communicative strategies in the movie. It also emphasized cultural authenticity by including various language and dialects, analyzed specific example of code switching to understand Malaysian communicative practices. Okay, for the second article, which is The Journey 2014, it examines code switching among Malaysian Chinese in the film The Journey. Use Malik's functions of code switching framework for analysis. Okay, this article discusses how code switching serves as a combination strategy for conveying emotional messages and providing information. This highlights the role of code switching in retaining ethnic identity and fostering a connection with Chinese heritage. And for the last article, it investigates code switching in the successful film 2016, which is Ola Bola. It analyzed reason for code switching based on David's crystal theory and Shena Poplack's categories. This film explores how code switching reflects solidarity, patriotism, and unity in Malaysian society. So based on the three articles, it gives me benefits, which is the articles deepen my understanding of the intersection of language and culture in Malaysian cinema. I gain insight into code switching strategies and theories that can be applied to other multicultural contexts. The articles inspired me to explore more Malaysian films and appreciate their cultural narrative. So from these three articles, I know why and how they code switch. So the reason why they code switch is to convey emotional messages and provide information. The next one is to foster connection with cultural heritage and express ethnic identity. And the last one is to reflect solidarity, patriotism, and unity in society. They're using direct translation or seamless integration of multiple languages in conversation. They're switching the languages within a sentence or conversation to enhance communication. They utilize different linguistic strategies such as repetition, emphasize, or clarification. So to conclude all of these three articles, I gain a greater appreciation for the role of code switching in Malaysian cinema as a means of showcasing cultural diversity and fostering identity and unity. I encourage you all to watch these three films to experience how code switching enrich storytelling and communication in Malaysian multicultural context. So that's all from me.
Today, I'm going to present about article focusing on code switching in Malaysia. There is three articles that I have analyzed, which is the first one, code switching in Malaysian Chinese community in the film The Journey. The second article is code switching as the medium of solidarity in Ola Bola. And also the last article is code switching in Sepet, unveiling Malaysians community communicative styles. All of this article has been written based on an analysis from film in Malaysian film industry, and I'm going to talk about my personal review regarding all of the articles I have mentioned just now. Now, for the first article that I've mentioned just now, which is Malaysian Chinese community in the film The Journey. In this article, my opinion is the context of this article are prone towards the Chinese community or individual and how they communicate daily and using code switching without even them realizing it. And due to that particular aspect, it somehow reflects their cultural identity and also becomes an effective communication tool. This is somehow has been a culture in Malaysia. And jump on to the next article, which is code switching as the medium of solidarity in Ola Bola. In this article, it is defined more towards solidarity, unity, and also somehow added a patriotism aspect of people in Malaysia. This is because from this article, it has been said that there is a huge tolerance and also solidarity with each other during conversations and also communications, either with the same or other races in Malaysia, This is a very interesting and good article since it signifies the tranquility, harmony, and also the social dynamics of our community. And this is somehow something that we should be proud of and try the best as we can to maintain for a better, harmonious future in our country. Lastly, I'm going to talk about article Code Switching in Sepet, Unveiling Malaysian Communicative Style. This article for me is a very interesting and also unique article since it targets a style and pattern of how Malaysians speaks and communicate with each other, especially amongst youngsters and also youth, especially in urban area and also setting. Surprisingly, this article indicates a very high diversity and solidarity amongst youngsters in Malaysia, especially during conversation, which is a very huge relief to us since we know future youngsters will be the leader in our country. Overall, in my opinion, all of the article are very informative and also beneficial as it broadens the knowledge and understanding of Malaysian cultures, especially in terms of code switching.
After studying these three articles, which discuss about the film Sepet, The Journey, and also Ola Bola, I find these articles quite fascinating as they highlight the complexity of Malaysian society. For the first film, which is about Sepet, this film actually explores Malaysia's multiracial society through code switching between various languages like Malay, English, Mandarin, Hokkien, and also Cantonese. It addresses race relations and identity through a diverse cast of Malays, Chinese, and Peranakans. While for the second film, which is The Journey 2014, this article delves into the cultural complexities within the Chinese Malaysian community portrayed in the film. It discusses on linguistic dynamics and also generational differences, which offer insights into the challenges of maintaining cultural identity in a diverse society. While for the third article, which talks about the film Ola Bola, it mainly focuses on Malaysia's ethnic diversity against the backdrop of sports and national unity. It explores on how people from different backgrounds come together as an integrated community, which highlight the themes of national identity and also solidarity. Overall, these articles provide a deeper understanding of Malaysian culture, identity, and also linguistic diversity. They also offer insights into the complexities of multiracial societies and inspire further exploration into this topic. That is all from me. Thank you very much.
Before I will end our presentation, I will conclude all of the articles. We concluded that all of the articles are very detailed and also insightful information regarding code switching, especially in Malaysian community, as showed from the film analysis, and different aspect has been analyzed, which emphasize on cultural authenticity, solidarity, unity, social dynamics, and also communication style of an individual and also community. It can be seen even from the first article, which film is The Journey, and it demonstrated an interplay between language adaptation, cultural identity, and also flexibility in language, especially when using other races' language during communication and also conversation. This is in order for their message to be understood and might deliver emotions and also information. And then for the next article, which film is Ola Bola, we also could see a huge code switching across Malaysia in terms of social groupings and how it promotes and emphasizes inter-ethnic and also intra-ethnic harmony and peacefulness. This means in between races or in between other races. It also to show how Malaysian can actually relate it to the film, and also code switching processes, which may result in a high level of patriotism and also unity. Lastly, for the last article, which is the film is Sepet, it indicates a code switching among Malaysian as a show of solidarity and also socialism among multilingual youngsters. It also concluded that it has a significant usage of language during code switching in this film, as it is used various of language and also dialects. Overall, all of the articles mentioned earlier cover a vast coverage of topics, and the most highlighted one is the code switching topics. It is our main topic. It also shows numerous examples of code switching as part of our cultures. Also shows the significance of Malaysian culture during communication, cultural identifiers, and also to show the social coherence in the community in Malaysia. That's all from me. Thank you.